I'm telling them that I can't breathe. Clearly he don't give a damn about my plea. His ancestors used to hang us on trees. Today they identify as road police. You see I'm black, for that I'm a threat to America. My rise is their fall and their fall is evident. Blood on your hands is heavier than an elephant. Open up America's closet and see.
Hey family, I'm Latoya, and this is Reunite Sandy Speaks. Welcome to my channel, family. Yeah, I'm a little delayed, you guys, because I'm not sure if this is recording or not. I am always perpetually in slow motion and delayed because I'm suffering from anxiety and depression, persisting and perpetuated by anti-Black hate crimes committed against me. And so I really feel so silly consistently asking you guys to bear with me. And you know what? Maybe I don't have to, because in the society, see, I want to narrow it down to California being anti-Black. But the truth of the matter is, we know the world, the country's anti-Black. We have to focus and start with a blueprint. To go over the whole country is too broad and too wide, and it's too convoluted. The blueprint for me is going to be California, because California is the most anti-Black state in this country. But I am going to document hate crimes and anti-Black behavior consciousness throughout the country. And so I'm back, and y'all, I really want y'all to call me on the carpet. Like, where you at? Why you take so long before you make another video? Like, what's really happening? And y'all know why. And so I think some of you guys are probably patient with me because you understand my situation. But I really need y'all to hold me accountable for my goals and my efforts, okay? I don't know what's going on. When I look at my computer, let's see. The lighting is really delayed. And this is an older MacBook. iMac. And you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna have to buy a separate mic for this because let me get closer. Matter of fact, I think the sound is a bit distorted on this device. So I have another device. And you guys, I don't even gonna talk about. I've got so much content and so much documentation that all my devices are kind of overwhelmed with content and stuff. So I'm trying to conserve my space. At any rate, listen. Again, I've been going on for 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes. I'm the 20th, and this is Reunite Sandy Speaks. And again, as a reminder, Reunite Sandy Speaks is documenting the inequalities against Black people, the American Negro in this country. But my primary goal, again, is to demonstrate the anti-Black hate crimes in this country, how this country, consciously, unconsciously, is anti-Black. America has broken its promise to Black people under the 14th Amendment. We're not free and we're not equal in this country. And this is what I'm documenting. Okay, so I've got a couple of video clips that I've collected. I'm going to insert in this one, in this Reunite Sandy Speaks. And what should we call this one? I always want to say Two Americas. If you have any ideas for a title, because the problem is it's Two Americas. And I really hope that you guys understand the issue with the Two Americas. The 14th Amendment was to ensure that newly freed slaves, I believe in 1866, was free and equal. But this is the problem. We're not free and equal. And I'm going to demonstrate that beyond the preponderance of the evidence, specifically in my case against the state of California. So I really encourage you to look at California Commits Hate Crimes. And you guys, I'm so delayed and I make so many mistakes. And a lot of reason being is that a lot of my days I'm depressed. I'm in a room and I'm sad and I'm depressed in the dark. I don't want to keep on harboring on that, but I'm explaining to you why I'm having such an issue disseminating this information, okay? Um, but the problem is that this country is set up against us. In a capitalist society, it's survival of the fit. So you have to be able to compete in this country. But if you are plagued with anti-Black hate crimes, microaggressions, even aggressions on a bigger scale through media, unconsciously, and I think it's called the amygdala, that you have a fear. I'm going to talk about the neurological aspect of it, what's happening to us as a people, and you guys, I'm able to articulate it because it's happening to me. Previously, I was a relatively smart person. I probably was above average intelligence. I'm struggling with um, memory, train of thought, motivation, train of thought, and keeping things in order. In order to disseminate information, you have to have it in order, detailed, and sequentially. I struggle with even putting things in sequential order because I have issues with train of thought. This is a result of anti-Black hate crimes against me. So if I'm struggling with sharing my experience, documenting what has happened to me because my brain wants to suppress these thoughts, it's like the body's way of protecting itself. And I'm a strong person with a lot of grit, and I am struggling. Imagine how many Black Americans this is happening to, who don't have the grit, who don't have the motivation or the ability or the belief that documenting and going for justice is worth it. Majority of, I can't say the majority, but I think many people actually believe that it's in vain, that this is their country and they got it. Ain't nothing we can do. I'm not of that thought. My ancestors died for me. Not only Americans, Jewish people, white people, Black people, Latin people who died for the American Negro. Okay? So it is my civil duty to ensure that this country becomes a country of equality as the 14th Amendment or the Constitution dictates. Okay? So listen, I'm on my rampage. And so again, I got a couple of videos. I'm a little annoyed because the lighting doesn't look right, you guys. I've been in Airbnb for over a year. So I haven't got my stuff set up. I'm in a specific area, and I don't know, is it the way I'm tilting the computer or whatever, but it seems very dull. And I'm concerned about the volume or the sound. But anyway, I'm going to talk about a few videos, okay? The first video I'm going to insert is a teacher. I'm going to show you her consciousness. And this is where they consciously want to demean, belittle, and hurt who we are as a human being. That they do these types of attitudes and behaviors to children, of all people, to children. This is how barbaric these people are. And I'm not talking about all white people, okay? A specific group. So don't think that I'm not of the school that I paint every white person with one stroke. I know that every white person is not racist. There's some white people, actually a specific white woman. She one of the few people that donated to my GoFundMe. She inboxes me. She really cares. It's white women and men too, but I'm a girl's girl that cares about our quality of life. Okay. These white people who are racist and barbaric, I don't know what to say. I give it to God. I'm gonna give it to God, but my primary goal is to shine a light, so we can make a difference. So I'm gonna put this clip in here right quick. Hey, you guys, That really hurt my feelings. So what we saw, where this white woman consciously did not hug a black child. Wow. Like, honestly, guys, there is a serious disconnect for me. And this is one of my personal issues is when I don't understand stuff. And the white guy I was married to actually he was a therapist and he would get on me about it. He would say that I emotionally connect to things, that I emotionally connect to situations and people, and that it's to my detriment. And I hear that and I understand that. I try to understand that. But part of me don't want to understand that. Why would a grown woman consciously try to treat a black child? Those kids look like maybe between the ages of 7 and 9. Why would any human being want to consciously hurt another human being? And the truth of the matter is, I know this is about low self-esteem. This is about insecurities, fear. See, and I'm not, and again, when I speak, please don't think I'm speaking generally. I'm speaking from my opinion, and I'm using my experience, my life experience, my lived experience to share with you in my analysis of it. I was married to a white guy, and he's a very hardworking, um, he's a very hardworking, ambitious white person, white male. But he suffered severely with being insecure. One of the reasons why he um, gravitated to black people because it made him feel special, like he was different. Okay, so and this is not just with white people. This is kind of a human thing. Um, but to do what that lady did just now, to consciously do that, is that I don't like black people. Ooh, I don't like them. You know, and even if she felt that that was her really real feeling, where did that come from? And some of y'all family, y'all like, I don't care ever. But y'all, I am I'm empathetic, okay? And although watching that is painful to me, because I know that this is a way of socially engineering us to feel unworthy, inferior, so they can continue to have this power and then abuse their power. It's all psychological. Okay, it's like a man harming you, making you feel less than, not good enough, so you can do everything to feel worthy. It's the same concept. That's what that woman did. And we're going to see a pattern of these people purposely, consciously trying to harm us. And it's all based on we didn't even do anything. In the case of California commits hate crimes against me, y'all gonna have to document and see. Y'all gonna have to follow my journey. I didn't do anything. And I'm gonna show you how all these different judges, lawyers, different departments that are regulated by the government, law enforcement, harmed me. And I didn't do anything. And the bottom line, this is attempted genocide. And so, as intelligent, critical thinking Black Americans, it's time that we do what's necessary to ensure harmony and, more importantly, hierarchy in this country. My primary goal is for liberty, equality, and for us to have the proper hierarchy in this country that we deserve, that we are worthy of. So you guys, what is the next video? The next video is here. Let me just I'm gonna put another video in here. And you guys, it always hurts my feelings, and I'm gonna have to try to compartmentalize. The guy I was married to always try to tell me, like I've been therapy. They try, you got to compartmentalize. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know how to compartmentalize. I'm working on it. I internalize everything. It's who I am, and I care about people. It's what makes me loving and compassionate and humane. So I struggle with, like, okay, let me put this in the compartment under America's racist, and let me put it there. And when I need to go there, I go there. And when I'm living my regular life and I'm back in my life, to leave that there. That sounds good, huh? In theory. I'm going to try to do that. Okay, you guys, let's check out this next video.
Small, brilliant, bright little child. I'm talking about.
Well
When I
spoken.
say yeah, respectful.
This is how Katorius Starks Sr. remembers his 3-year-old son. Katorius Starks Jr. was found dead hours after being left in a hot car.
I know in between 11:30 and 12 o'clock, I say 12:15, he should have been back at the daycare.
Police say a contract worker with the Alabama Department of Resources left the child unattended on Pine Tree Drive.
Like when he leave me, he's supposed to go right back to the daycare.
The Alabama Department of Human Resources says the employee has been terminated.
His foster parent drops him off at daycare. The transporter of DHR picks them up from daycare and then bring him to the DHR building in Beltran to have supervised visitation.
The Starks family wants the worker to be held accountable beyond losing their job.
Because it was neglect. I feel personally that he was neglected, and that's the true cause of his death.
Starks Sr. says he hopes to uplift his family by remembering his son's life.
Yes, man.
I'm talking I knew how to count, knew his color, 3 years old.
Yeah.
Knew all the animals. I'm talking about he was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. He was real nice and all that.
Like he was just joyful.
Yeah.
You guys, I shouldn't laugh. I'm such a baby. Like, oh gosh, I think I have to meditate. Listen, let me just put my good big girl panties on and be an adult and just work through this, because I can't expect you guys to help me if I can't even sit here and disseminate the information. Listen, let me explain something to you. They don't have the same standard of care with Black Americans, the Negro people, okay? They talk to us crazy. They violate us. Do you understand that a baby was left in a car for 5 hours by a social worker who has responsibility for a Black child that was removed from his home? I don't know why he was removed from his home. Okay. And as I don't know if you understand, the person I was married to, the person who weaponized my Blackness, he's involved in the same type of industry. Okay. It's called social services. He works with at-risk kids. He works with foster kids. He works with youths. Okay. And I'm going to say allegedly, but I believe that the harm was done to me because I was Black. But I think all these judges, lawyers, justices were also a party to hurting me, putting their job at risk, because I deeply believe, I have to say alleged, and as I tell my story, I'm going to explain why. I believe that he was involved with sex trafficking of these foster children. Okay, I gotta say alleged. I'm trying to raise money so I can get some investigators to investigate and put the puzzles together. Okay, put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay, yes, I think they harmed me because I was Black and that was easy, a target. Okay, but I think because of how many different people who I see these judges are associated with, learning about other biracial children who are being sexually assaulted by their parents, allegedly, that I believe that this has something to do with sex trafficking and the harm of foster kids. First of all, they don't care about homeless and foster kids. Okay? Homeless and foster kids, they don't care about, regardless of what your race is. But what I'm trying to communicate, and I always struggle with worrying about, am I explaining this to you guys in the way in which you understand? Because I'm not okay. So I struggle with being cohesive in my thoughts and my ideas. And then I'm confronted with the pain. And I just want you people to care as much as I do. That little boy sat in a car for 5 hours and he died because he's black. And this is about ownership. This is about the intelligence of a group of people. This is attempted genocide. They don't care about us because they think we're going to let a little black baby in foster care die and no one's going to care. And, I got to keep it 100. I'm a fashion girl. I always been pro-black, okay? But I'm like, y'all saw that show on Netflix where the dude was like, it's cool, I'm cool with white people, I'm cool with white people. And then when a cop slams him to the ground, he wakes up like, what the fuck? That's what happened to me. I was married to a white man. I always knew about racism, discrimination. I worked in corporate America. I experienced microaggressions. I would always, just like, y'all seen the movie, it might be a second part, but I only saw the first part. It's called Woke. When the artist, he like, oh yeah, they be saying little microaggressions. And I was the same way. I wouldn't have paid attention to these people. And then when this happened to me, I'm like, what is happening? Is this America? And to y'all who have been experiencing this, confronted with this, fighting with this your entire life, I am grateful to you. To you guys who was like me, like, you know what, out of sight, out of mind. I know this is going on, but I'm going to push forward, upward, and onward. I understand. But family, this happened to me because I was built for this. Knowing that they harmed me to the degree in which they harmed me, like a drop of a dime, when I didn't do anything, I was like, first thing that came to my mind, what the hell they doing to black people? Like, we see all this different stuff. I saw the Trayvon Martin is very near dear to me, and even because of how it went down. I don't know if you saw my other videos, but I just believe Ben Crump was a party to. He wasn't a party to it. He just didn't do what he could have done to ensure that George Zimmerman was held accountable. Okay. This all happened. Things started happening to me during 2020 when we were at home and we were seeing what's his name, Elijah McClain, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd. I think everything happened in divine order. And what I've got to work on, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do some holistic stuff. I got to be able to push through this because you guys, this is really hard for me. And the sooner more people learn about me, I get more views, people get on board with me about liberating black people, shining a light on anti-black America, recognizing that, family, that was a baby. When them little girls died at the Mystic, I don't know what it's called. It was called the Mystic Camp. When them little 27 white girls died, I'm just like that. For 2 or 3 days, that shit hurt me because I'm a mom. And I started blaming and pointing fingers. I was like, why didn't the parents check the weather? I'm going to stay focused, but I just want y'all to know one of the problems that happened in my marriage is that my daughter was going on an 8th grade trip. And she just wanted me to come so she could get to do things that other kids couldn't do, just so she didn't have to stay and follow the rules, that she could leave, have extra money or whatever. The man I was married to, and this is it in his defense. This is my husband of 23 years. He wanted her to go on an 8th grade trip. I think it was like 7 days, and me and him to go on vacation because we needed to connect. Okay, in his defense. Okay, and I have a regret about it, but then I don't, because I'm not gonna leave my baby. Like, it was another incident, just recently in Miami. A barge hit like some kind of camp. I am hyper vigilant about my daughter and my son. My son's he's older, so I was like that about him, but I probably was more so about my daughter because she's a girl. So in the case of the Mystic Camp, like, those little girls died in the flood. They was babies. And what I say, this is just who I am. Please don't get mad at me. Please don't judge me. Why didn't their parents check the weather? And I'm getting anxiety, and I feel like I'm being judgmental. If I knew my daughter was going to a camp near a lake, and it's been hurricanes and tornadoes and all kind of stuff for the past 5 years. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, I probably wouldn't let her go. My son went to camp, I think, when he was between 8 and 11. I don't think I'd never let her go any place by herself. She went to a Girl Scout surf camp, but my husband went with her. Okay, so me and my rambling, I'm saying that my heart, when things like this happen, I'm just like this, guys. I'm an empath. I feel people's pain. As a mom, I always feel other people's pain when things happen to them. When I first heard about the Hunter, Austin and Hunter, the little twin that was stabbed, when I first heard of it, my heart fell in my stomach. I was like, oh my God, the twin was there when his brother died. I'm a human. I'm human, and I'm sympathetic, and I'm empathetic, and I always come from a place where I put myself in their other person's shoes. Okay, these little girls died. I think they're saying it was an act of God, but I think it was negligent. I think that this camp should have known that about the weather. I think the parents should have been checking the weather. In the case of this little boy, what was his name? The case of this little boy, a little boy who was raised. I don't know why this child is in the custody of social services, right? I don't know why, but because I know what these people have done to me, the governmental agencies, judges, lawyers, the person I married who is affiliated with social services, because I know what they think and how they think, I don't know why this little boy, I'm trying to find him. I don't have it on my phone. Listen, the women probably get it because the women can follow along. But they'd be like, what you talking about? Because I know men. So let me just break it down for you really quickly. I'm talking about this young man. I showed you guys a video, a 3-year-old foster child who has died being left in a hot car for 5 hours. And what I'm trying to say, the short of it is, it's not likely that would have happened to a non-Black child. I'm trying to say to you, Black America, the American Negro, Black people, however that you call yourself, there is a attempted genocide going on in this country, okay? And in order to stop this from happening, we have to get involved, okay? That little boy dying in the car because he's Black. And they don't care about black people. So collectively, we have to start caring about black people. You guys, again, I'm going to go into the next story. I have a GoFundMe. I haven't really been active about my GoFundMe. I'm going to put it in the description. Please do whatever you can. And I really don't want to go on a rant about the GoFundMe. And see, that's why I'm not raising any money, because I'm not comfortable with asking. But and I needed to. That was another video I was going to do about the lady who called the little boy the N-word, and she made $750,000. Someone said, "Oh, she was scamming them." No, that was them showing up for their people. That was them saying, "I got you." And I cannot stress enough, please donate to my GoFundMe. And for whatever reason, sometimes people think they gotta get $50, $100. Brent, bro, if you see this video, you click on my GoFundMe. If you give $5, you saying I care. You saying I see you. Which y'all don't understand. Collectively, we have power. I got a clip where this sheriff or former police officer captain say black people don't have no power. And I'm offended by that, because we do have power. We're just not wielding it. We're not wielding our power. When Kamala Harris needed some money, how many? She raised like $60 billion in a couple of days. I'm here for the liberation of black people. I'm here to make legislative change. I'm here to shine the light. All this stuff that I'm doing, I'm filing a federal lawsuit against the state of California. And part of the prep of the federal lawsuit against the state of California to create legislation for you and me is to demonstrate and outline and highlight what goes on in this country. When there was an Asian hate bill, family, I was mad as HELL. Asians documented the harm to themselves for 1 year based on what was going on with COVID, and they was blaming Asians for COVID. They got a crime bill. I was so offended that they documented the abuse for 1 year. And family, when they had done that, I've already been, Reignite Sandy Speaks was already a thing. I had already started doing it. In their defense, they probably were way more consistent than I am. I'm depressed and sad and suffer from depression. I'm not getting any help. But the fact that they knew, not even American citizens, immigrants, recognizing the 14th Amendment that was enacted for you and me to use it. They use our I'm going to talk about this in my next story. They used the 14th Amendment that was enacted for Negro people, newly freed slaves in 1866 to ensure that we were treated equally. And everybody else is using that 14th Amendment but you and I. Here's one of my premises. But for that little black baby was left in the car for $5 because he was black. And family, this is about ownership and accountability. They do it to us because they can. Okay? I got this. I promise you I got this. I'm sad. I'm hurt. I'm documenting my day, what I'm struggling with. The world gonna know what they did to me. Okay? And I'm a lemon to lemonade type chick. They got me all the way effed up. But they don't mess around and poke the sleeping giant. If they took my life just based on I'm black, what they doing to black people? And family, let me tell you, you can't just sit here and watch and not participate. You can't. I know you don't want to know. You want to hear like same old. It's their country, da 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 da. No, I got this. But I don't have it by myself. See, what my family don't understand is that we can't do this all alone. We can't do this by ourselves. This is a collective thing. I want you to understand that little baby was left in the car. The stories that I tell are crazy, egregious. Do you think any other nationality child in the system would have been left in the car for 5 hours? His father said he was a good kid. I don't know what he went through. He was taken out of his home. But as a black mother, as a black person, as a black woman, I know they kill black men, harm black women, and steal black babies for a profit. So I'm going to look at them side eye, why the heck he wasn't in the custody of the care of his family. You see what they did to Wendy Williams. You see what they're doing to Wendy Williams. This is about ownership and accountability. You know what, guys? I'm going to go on to the next thing. What I want to talk about, because I need to wrap this up. What actually happened, you guys? I have a part 2 to Boxing Gold on California Commit Hate Crimes. Am I crazy? But posted this video probably a month ago. I think like June 28th. I went to the review to see where I was at. I posted a clip. I didn't post the whole video. So what's going on now? My video is being uploaded. So I'm supposed to have been doing part 3. So y'all, it's always something with me. And this is what happens with us. This is why we struggle to compete in a capitalist society, because we are always confronted with anti-black hate crimes. We're consistently confronted. Not a black person in America not confronted with this. Okay? Some of us choose or have the ability to push through, not let it hold us down or hold us back. That's who I was. I didn't let my blackness hold me down or hold me back. I was always like a go-getter. And these people got me all the way messed up. And because of that, it is my duty and my job to make sure that at some point in our life that we get liberation in this country. And it starts in the court. This is not about, we can march and protest and raise Cain, but family, this is in the judicial system. This is in a court. Okay, you create precedents. In the case of Kyle Rittenhouse, they created precedents. In the case of George Zimmerman, they created precedents. I'm going to create precedents because I'm going to show America how the California government, judges, justices, lawyers, law enforcement was a party to hate crimes against me when I didn't do anything. That little baby didn't do anything. He died in a car, a miserable death because he was born black. And if you're a black person, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna go on to the next one. But this is a signify, or it demonstrates the intellect. Okay, this is self-preservation. It's not individual. Okay, it is a group. And when you hear about a black baby being left in a car, a baby, please listen to me, y'all. That could have been your brother, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. We can't no longer just look the other way. I'm going to go on to the next story because I think it's very important. I need help with my GoFundMe. And one of the reasons why I need help with my GoFundMe, I need legal representation. I need investigators. What I want to talk about, you guys, is do you guys see the brawl? There was a brawl in Cincinnati, and I'm actually going to put a link to the brawl in Cincinnati. It was black men, black people fighting white people. We do not know the nature of what caused the dispute. Now what's going on in this one channel, they talking about the crimes that are going on. What they trying to do is call us barbaric, animalistic. We're supposed to be barbaric and animalistic, but y'all leaving black babies in the car. We're supposed to be barbaric, animalistic, and like aggressive. But the state of California harmed a black woman who didn't do anything, broke in my house and stole my home, put me in the street during COVID, broke in down my back door, put me in the street during COVID. But they want to socially engineer us to believe that we're not human, that we are aggressive, angry, and brutal, violent. Who's really violent, family? And I'm trying to tell you, this is what the media is doing. The media is socially engineering America, the world, even you, to believe that we're violent. But who is really the violent one? And I'm talking about my GoFundMe because I need money. I need attorneys. I need investigators. And it relates to this brawl. Let me tell you this. I'm going to put it up here. This woman, you guys, if y'all following my California Commits Hate Crimes, y'all see I've been trying to get the Department of Justice to address my issue since 2021. In this video clip, it's this guy, what is his name? He's a news guy. He's a MAGA news guy. And he always, he's supposed to be, it's a lot of content creators that disseminate the news. And of course, it's biased. It's disseminated in a way in which Black people are seen negatively. And you guys, I come from corporate background. I worked in sales. I've sat in sales meetings where the company that I work for strategized on creating a narrative. Okay, so when I see social engineering, I know what I'm looking at. And you might even think these negative thoughts about us, because maybe your neighbor act like this, maybe your parent act like this, maybe you've seen this. But we're not violent people, family. Okay? Are there some violent Black people? Yeah, but we're not violent people. Ask yourself, are you a violent person? Ask yourself. I'm asking you, are you violent? In this video, I'm going to talk about this. Okay, so Benny Johnson posts the melee. Okay, this woman, I'm going to put her up here. Her name is Harmit Dillon. I don't know. I don't really keep up with politics, y'all. So all these people in political places like the FBI guy, I don't even know the guy's name. What's his name? This guy did a video about Donald Trump's team. I don't know these people. I've been calling the Department of Justice, Pam Gandhi, what's his name? Something Patel, Leo Terrell. I tagged them in my videos about the hate crimes and the sexual assault of kids in the family court on my X page. So this woman, she is you guys, I'm rambling, but this is very important. This is why I need help with my GoFundMe, because I need legal fees. Because part of my legal fees is going to demonstrate that America is anti-Black. I'm going to demonstrate the governmental agencies that shows bias against Black people. Okay? I got a whole plan for us. So this woman, she retweets over this Benny Johnson, and I call Benny Johnson out about his hate crimes. He always posting stuff and saying Black people, that he from Tampa, Florida. He is he has 3.8 million followers. He's one of the more popular content creators, and what he does, he creates content for political stuff. And I think he might have an avenue with the president. He is able to, he's attended different things in the administration. He reports on that, but he goes, four suspects from the violent Black mob that attacked white tourists at a Cincinnati Jazz Fest have been ID'd. The city didn't lift a finger until ADG put them on blast. Well done. Arrest and prosecute to the further extent of the law. So, sir, you guys, I don't know if y'all know, but Maxine Waters, she experienced some kind of sanctions or some kind of reprimand because she made comment about George Floyd as a senator. This woman is the AAG. You guys, you're gonna see on here, if you look at California Commits Hate Crime, that I did a video that I tagged her. She says Every American is entitled to equal protection of the law. Federal law enforcement is on it and will ensure that justice is done. What they're insinuating is that this was racially motivated. I'm a victim of anti-Black hate crimes. I have been calling the Department of Justice, and I've been recording myself and documenting it since 2021. I am clearly a victim of anti-Black hate crimes. I don't think what she did was legal. I don't think that she could legally imply that this was a hate crime. I think in her position that she is abusing her position. I think her position can be challenged. Family, I need y'all to help me. Y'all need to hit me up with my GoFundMe. Y'all see my website. Everything I do with this money, I'm going to document and let you know. This is not for me. This is not for me to, this is not for me, family. I don't want to get into that too deep. This is about the liberation of Black people. She brazenly commented on her social media, implying that this was a racial hate crime. These were people fighting. These were people who were fighting at some kind of event, and she brazenly commented. I'm gonna put it up here. And also, I'm going to say this to you. I'm also going to post this other one. So, I hope you understand what I'm saying because I'm getting angry. The compare and contrast, I'm going to insert another video in here where a woman says that the DA rejected to file against a young Black woman who died in a conflict with a white person. A white person killed her, and the DA rejected it, say that she shouldn't have come or went to the wherever they went and they fought, that it was mutual contact, that they both were involved in the conflict. Now, see, when it's Black people, it's different. But when it's white people, these people, the AG, are brazen enough to make a comment.
Blessings in abundance to you guys. I am Isabel Ricania. I am the cousin of Jolene. Me and my family, we just left from court. I'm just kind of settling down a little bit. But it was a DA reject. They're saying because at the end of the day, both parties had opportunity not to fight each other. And pretty much my cousin shouldn't have pulled over there. To clarify some things, I was not there. My baby cousin is 30 years old. I'm 36. I have a lot of family. I have a lot on my plate. I'm into a lot of different things for the community and a lot of different stuff, right? So I'm just interceding for my family because death is not a stranger to me. I've been singing at funerals from 4th grade. So glory to God, I'm able to have strength in these times for my family. Now, I'm also aware that the young lady who Jolene got into it with, her and some friends before this incident took place went to like the restaurant and was harassing Jolene and provoking her, and it's just been an ongoing thing. And I guess my cousin felt that she had something to prove to these people and, went over there, and this is the outcome of, the situation. Let it be a lesson to all of us. Let it be a lesson to all of us. No matter how hard you are, no matter who, what, we all touchable. None of us is untouchable. We all could die. You know what I'm saying? None of us know our final second, minute, and hour. It's tragic for both families. Unfortunately, it's my family who lost someone. You feel me? And I wish she didn't feel she had to prove nothing to these people.
Guys, this is the 4th time I did this. I just want you to understand what happened. The AG showed extreme bias. She insinuated that was a hate crime. She doesn't know anything about what happened. And this is what I'm saying, you guys. They continue to do things to Black people because we just sit on the internet, complain, talk about it, talk about how bad they are, say their food is bad, but we don't take action. America is a body of laws. These things are to be addressed in the court of law, in the judicial system. And I'm willing to address all these things. Family, I got them Bill of Rights. You keep on watching Reunite Sandy Speaks, okay? And so the compare and contrast in the previous video, she said the DA rejected the case because to sum it up, she was saying that it was mutual combat, that they both were involved and it was mutual combat, that she died in mutual combat, okay? I'm going to look, I just got that video. I'm going to look further into it. But this is what I'm trying to explain. I want you to understand that this woman, the assistant attorney general, she biasly tweeted that a melee was a hate crime. Okay? You guys, please hit up my GoFundMe. Family. $5. I'm not even, family, I feel, to be quite honest with you, I'm going to sum this up, but of course I would like hundreds, thousands, whatever, that would be wonderful. But if I got a bunch of $5, I don't even understand how that would, if like 500 people gave me $5, the $5 is saying, I got you. We're going to take care of this. I swear to you, I would be so happy if I just got a bunch of $5. Listen, y'all, I'm a 20th, and this is for Unite Sandy Speaks.
They killing us for walking, killing us for jogging, kill us in our homes and fabricating and hiding. But we had Sandra Bland's and Trayvon Martin's. If when you kill us, your family was a target. If your children was orphans, will you have compassion the next time you approach us? Yeah, we fed up, this is built up. Your city up in smoke, homeboy, we had enough. And I ain't enticing riots of violence, heighten the climate. I'm saying you smack me, I'm punching you in your iris. Retaliation is prescribed in both Bible and Quran. In the matters of the slang, see an eye for an eye, especially if the Justice Department do not come.